Darren Earl Curtin with you from Callahan Hall. Great to have you along at Dick Vitale Court for this one tonight. Detroit and Loyola. Earl, some keys if you're the Titans tonight.
Well, you want to run the basketball. You want to definitely have an up-tempo game. You know, they want to get up and down and not get into a half-court situation with this team. They want to rebound the basketball against them. Those are going to be key things for them.
We are underway here at Callahan Hall. Great to have you along on a snowy Tuesday night. Right off the bat, we got a whistle and what?
Wow, that's the last thing they need. Injury right off the bat.
Under the eye of the freshman Nick Osborne. Christian Thomas, there he is, number 32 in the purple and gold. He's been tremendous. Again, 18 and 11 the last time these two teams played. A Detroit win at the Gentile. He's coming off a 31-point game, a good score Saturday against Kent State.
Well, already short, and they lose a player on opening tap. I mean, luck is definitely not with them when that happens.
So Matt O'Leary, the freshman from Terre Haute, Indiana, comes in. 7 seconds in and another injury already for this Loyola team. Again, their leading scorer, Ben Avercamp, out. Their point guard, Cully Payne, also out. And Lemon DeKobu, their backup point guard's injured his foot this week. He's not playing tonight. Loyola starts in a man, but they'll show some zone. Anderson to the rim, hanging and scoring.
Well, that's a great way to open the game up. Doug looking to attack the basket. That's with strength, getting inside, powering it up strong.
Doug Anderson averaging 11.5 points per game. That's his game, using his length. First minute here from Callahan Hall. Titans in a man, and why not? They're more athletic than Loyola.
Well, they'll be all over the floor. They play good man-to-man defense. They work hard and practice at it every day.
Good decision by the freshman point guard, Kiki White, but it rims out for O'Leary. In Detroit, a game back of Valparaiso with 2 to go in conference play. Anderson's going to try a long 2. Minarath keeps it alive. That's what he does best. Speaking of doing it best, McCallum.
Once again, Detroit looks to attack the basket. They're looking to go inside and bring it out. And when you see them getting to the basket, getting easy opportunities, that's going to be a long night for Loyola if they continue to allow them to do that.
Junior from Detroit Country Day, sizing up Loyola. And on the other end, Devin Turk, freshman point, hitting the 3. Turk, good score, averaging 9 a game. Shoots 42% from 3, so they got to watch him tonight, Earl.
Well, you can't afford to leave him open. He definitely can knock down wide open shots, and he's also able to create. He's a promising looking freshman.
4-3, we're inside Callahan Hall. Inside 15 on the shot clock. McCallum. With extra pass, it's Minarath for 3. Too strong, and Thomas boards for Loyola. I guess you'll take that if you're the Ramblers pushing Nick Minarath out.
They really have him shoot that shot and get inside and get those easy layups against him.
Kiki White, another good pass, and this time O'Leary scores, and it's Loyola by 1. And this Rambler team, very, very young, 7 freshmen. They got a transfer, Milt Doyle, coming over from Kansas next year. Also a big kid at 6'11", so they got 2 promising prospects coming. Doug Anderson trying to put back dunk, couldn't get there. Oh my goodness, does he get up? That was off the Caliste miss. No look. O'Leary on the baseline, and a good feed from Kiki White, the freshman from Peoria, Illinois, making good decisions, Earl.
Well, Detroit's got to do a better job defensively. The last 2 trips down the floor, they're able to get inside and get easy opportunities against Detroit.
7 straight for the Ramblers. They have stayed in a lot of games this year, a lot of close losses. On a step back, it's Ray McCallum.
Well, you know, the thing is they got a real short rotation. Like, these guys are going to be comfortable out there on the floor because they're going to get a lot of time on the floor to play. And a lot of times that can hurt you when teams get their rhythm going and they know they're not coming out the ball game.
5 of Loyola's 10 conference losses by 3 or fewer points. So they've been in games already. White cross court. Hicks is alone for 3, and he bangs it down. Jordan Hicks, 5th-year senior, 6'6", from Rochester, Minnesota. Great story. His mom is undergoing treatments for cancer. He's had 2 broken feet. He lost his grandfather. You root for a kid like Jordan Hicks. Anderson following his up the zone miss, and he'll shoot 2. And again, Earl, Detroit's just so athletic.
Yeah, all around the horn. They got great perimeter shooters. They can beat you in a number of ways. You know, anytime you got 5 guys in double figure scoring, you know, it's a hard team to defend. And you never know where that scoring is going to come from. And of course, Ray and Nick are prime time scorers for us. You know, but Jason Caliste is another guy that also can get involved and put points on the board for you.
You see Doug Anderson's numbers, but this is his kryptonite, the free throw line. And I guess I jinxed him in the good way because he knocked down the first one, but Doug comes into the game at just 46%. The other day against Wichita State, he really struggled from the line.
Well, that's an area he really's got to improve in. He attacks the basket, he's going to get fouled a whole lot, so he's got to be able to make those free throws. Those are free buckets, so he's got to get ready for them.
There you see Jason Caliste, haven't called his name yet. 1,000-point scorer. He's 38 now here at University of Detroit Mercy.
What a tough kid. I really like Jason Caliste. He's a guy that's a teammate that will step up for you at any time.
What's interesting about him, you watch his game, he's the second highest free throw shooter in terms of attempts on the team, but he's not a driver. Now he gets in the passing lanes and a swipe. Somehow Jason always finds his way to be around the ball. Again, draws fouls. Nice pass inside Minerath.
Hard-nosed player.
Business as usual for Nick Minerath getting inside. His first points of the night. 10-9, Loyola by 1. Now they trap on the wing. O'Leary has the basketball. Turk is open for 3. Bang. Back-to-back trifectas for Devin Turk. He's from Houston, Texas.
And once again, you got to know where he's at on every possession. That guy you cannot afford to leave open.
Again, Loyola showing all man so far. They had to play some zone the last time these two teams played because they just couldn't guard Detroit. Caliste from deep. Missed it, didn't follow his miss. Ramblers on the run to start this game. O'Leary on the drive against Bruinsma. Nice move with the right hand. Missed it. Out of bounds to Detroit. Our first TV timeout. 15-10 left to go first half. Ray McCallum.
Go up. You see him coming down. He catches that ball at the height, and he brings it to the rim. He's excited to watch.
He wears number 23 for a reason, doesn't he?
Yeah.
My goodness.
He's got a little bit of that Air Jordan in him.
And if he's not in that dunk contest at the Final Four in Atlanta, they shouldn't even hold it. Don't even hold the dunk contest. Ray McCallum says he's a leading candidate. That's all they'll say about it. Shot clock at 10. Caliste Bruinsma will tee up a 3 straight away, and he knocked it down.
Well, that's another guy that can hurt you with the Titans. Bruinsma can knock down those outside shots. He's a good standstill shooter, and you find him wide open. That's another piece that can put points on the board.
Crispin dropped the basketball. Caliste scores off the turnover, and all of a sudden, the Titans have a 1-point lead.
Well, the Titans are generating some offense off their defense now in the last couple possessions. You see Jason Caliste getting out there, getting a hand on the ball, and was able to get an easy opportunity at the other end, and that's what they're going to look forward to doing tonight.
Joe Crispin dropped the ball. He's been playing with a broken hand. His left hand suffered in the loss back in January at the Gentile Center. Basically, Porter Moser said, I got to play him. He wants to play, but he's definitely not 100%. You saw there, he just couldn't catch the ball. Here's Thomas for his first shot. It's down. Christian Thomas can really score. Undersized big man, but he's effective. Oh,
he bumps and bangs on the inside. He's physical. You know, you can't let him out-tough you on the floor because that's what he'll do.
Minerath got free for 3. Bang, Nick Minerath from deep. His first triple of the night.
Well, you notice,
boy, oh boy, can he play.
You notice how he started off going inside, and that's where he gets you. His first couple buckets were inside, and he can step all the way out to the three-point line and knock down shot with range. And that's the total package offensively.
His last 3 games, 34, 21, and 25. Kiki White will try. No, Osborne's okay back in the game, and he scores. Nick Osborne's got a wrap, a little bit of a Band-Aid under his right eye. He's fine. He's back in. Loyola's tied this game at 17. Ron Howard Jr. wearing number 2 in the game. Bruinsma too big and strong on the interior for Kiki White, and he scores.
Well, Detroit recognizing the mismatch that time with Bruinsma with a smaller player with White guarding him on the low block, and they got it right to him for an easy score.
You really see that, Earl, with this team. Ray McCallum, 5 assists on 8 field goals. Assist-to-turnover ratio has been great as you get an and 1 for Jordan Hicks for Loyola. But Detroit really is a team that's played together, so they understand where the mismatches are, and they make good passes.
Yeah, that's an area where Ray's improved. You can see right here, getting to the basket, lays it in. I mean, Moses really got these guys playing well. You know, despite the fact they got a lot of injuries, you know, Loyola, they come out with energy. They play hard every night, and that's why they're in a lot of ball games. And these guys are getting experiences, which is going to pay off for them down the line when they see teams, because their freshmen are getting plenty of minutes out on the floor.
In Van Averkamp, their leading scorer, 15 a game, 6.5 boards a contest. As Hicks hits out. Second team All-Horizon League last year. 1-6 since the Averkamp concussion are the Ramblers, so they really miss him. Still a little 1-3-1 right here. McCallum will back it out. Titans have seen this before. Howard's first shot. All gold under the rim with some purple too, but it was off of Bruinsma. They're going to give it to Loyola.
Loyola mixing it up a little bit, showing his own defense, and it was effective that time.
Let's see.
It's hard to tell.
That looks like Detroit ball to me. Chrisman, a good shooter, got the basketball. And NJ into the game for Detroit as Hicks will try a three. That one no good. Kalise runs down the rebound for the Titans. NJ Njoku, JC transfer, the 6'10", big from Nigeria, sets a screen for Kalise. They'll release the three. Bruinsma runs it down for Detroit. Getting the length of this Detroit team, Earl, there. Even the guys, the tweeners are long.
Yeah, doing a good job getting those second shots, and this is a team you don't want to give second shots to with the scores that they have.
Callum can do work in the post, got to the baseline, left it short. Osborne boards. There's NJ to run it down for Detroit. Kalise leaves for NJ. Blocked from behind by Chrisman. Loyola recover. They're letting them play now with 11:25 left in this first half. Ramblers on the road, up by 1. Turk's been hot. Shot clock at 15. Porter Moser living with his guys on their setup right now, and then they turn it over.
Well, he's doing a great coaching job with these guys. He's on top of it.
Kalise on the run, hangs, blocked. And the Ramblers come the other way. Chrisman will pull up from 10. Too strong. Kalise boards. We're going back and forth. Jason alone for 3. Why not? And Hicks boards for Loyola, and Porter Moser says slow it down. The last thing he wants is to get into a track meet on the road tonight. Well,
Detroit wants to keep an up-tempo game. They score close to 80 points a game, so the quicker they can push that ball down the court and get shots up, that's their game, and that's what they want to do.
Titans number 7 in the country in scoring offense, like you said, 79 points per game. Osborne sizing up NJ, thought about a 3, didn't take. 5 on the timer. They got to shoot. O'Leary backdooring to Chrisman, gonna let it go. And it's off the Ramblers and out of bounds. So Jason Kalise getting it done on both ends. We're nearly halfway through this first half. And the Ramblers have a 1-point lead, 7%. Key for Detroit, only down by 1, 4 steals for the Titans. And they're shooting 8 out of 19, 42%. McCallum, Howard on the floor. Anton Wilson also has checked in for Detroit with Nick Minerath and Doug Anderson. And against this zone, you look to lob to Anderson to get the crowd involved.
Well, they have to watch that back line, and I'm sure they're aware of that.
Minerath got 3 inside and he scores. Great flash by Nick Minerath. He's got 7.
Well, the referees are definitely letting them play. They're mixing it up. It's getting a little physical inside there.
45, Bill Clark, walk-on big man into the game for Loyola, and Matt O'Leary, one of those freshmen who they really like, good deep shooter, showed it right there. Ramblers are up by 2 on the road, and again, they're playing loose.
Yeah, these guys have taken advantage of their opportunities. They're getting a chance to play, and they're stepping up big so far in this game.
Same play against that zone. They go right to the foul line, and Minerath hits. Man, oh man, has he been good. The senior from the state of Massachusetts. Great story today in the Detroit News by Terry Foster about Nick's path to Detroit and just his success. O'Leary feet together for 3. And McCallum clears for Detroit. That's another thing about Ray McCallum, Earl. A great rebounding guard.
Oh, he's got great athleticism. He can rebound the ball. He can really elevate, in transition. He's a difficult guard because he's got so many moves and so much athleticism to get to the basket with.
Freshman Kiki White against the junior McCallum. Goes around a screen, and Anderson reached in. Will hand in the cookie jar, and they will call a foul on Doug. Be a Titan by joining UDM Titans Club, the Titan Club, for as low as $100 a year. Call 313-993-1700 to inquire on how you can spread the red and be a part of Detroit's college team, the Titan Club. Having trouble getting it in, and that's it over and back, isn't it? Oh, ball went into the backcourt, but the officials didn't see it. Our refs tonight, Jamie Lucky, Jeb Hartness, and Patrick Adams.
Well, they definitely missed that one.
Devin Turk, the freshman, drive left of the lane. Anderson a swipe. McCallum on the run, hangs. It's too easy.
Well, that's when Detroit's dangerous. When they're out in transition, when they're forcing steals, and they're getting out, getting those easy opportunities.
So big and so strong. Ray McCallum has put the Titans up by 2. 12 minutes in, first half. Turk's been hot from 3 again. Hits 3 triples for the freshman, Devin Turk.
And this is nothing new for this kid. He can knock down outside shots. He's shown that in the last 3 games. He's getting his opportunity to really get playing time on the board, and he's showing his stroke.
Bruinsma against the zone, throws it away. Up ahead, it's Hicks. Nice pass. Thomas will dunk. The touch feed. Loyola's back up by 3. You see why they hang in games, Earl. They are well drilled.
Coach Moses doing an excellent job of preparing his guys and getting them ready, and just talking to him. He said, "I just gotta, we just gotta patchwork, and we gotta hang in here and continue to play basketball." Anton
Wilson just his 9th 3 of the year, and then a block on the other end from Anton. Allen pushes. Got Wilson on the wing. Instead, he'll lob backdoor to Minarat. 360 under the goal, and O'Leary, I'm going to say, got some arm and the ball. Timeout for Detroit again. The Titans at 10-4, Valpo 11-3. The Crusaders playing Youngstown State tonight. Then they have to go to Green Bay Saturday. The Titans have to go to UIC Saturday. And actually, Earl, you know this, Thursday they're at Temple playing the Owls in a makeup game. So 4 games in 8 days. Is that a disadvantage for Detroit?
That's definitely tough for them to do. Amazing. This Horizon League, anybody you play on any night is capable of knocking you off. You have to come. You got to be ready to play and be prepared. As you can see, Loyola steps in here. Now, don't have the best players on the floor, but yet we talked about Porter Moses doing a great job of coaching these guys and getting them ready. And you're looking at a tight score right here.
That's a full court pressure. Anderson and Wilson in the backcourt with bothering Kiki White. Nearly threw the ball out of bounds.
Detroit with a little bit of full court pressure.
Under 7 to go, first half. They could be back inside Callahan Hall, where the Titans are 12-2 this year. They got a long 17-game win streak that was snapped earlier in the year, trying to start up a new one. Chrisman got the baseline. And McCallum on a 2-on-1. Get your popcorn ready. Oh, Doug Anderson. And Porter Moser with a Rick Carlisle-like timeout. He wants to stop this run right now. You saw that coming a mile away.
You're talking, when you see him in transition and you see Doug Anderson filling that lane, you know something wonderful is getting ready to happen.
I mean, this kid can just absolutely rise. I mean, here it is. This is what the Titans do best.
There's a steal now. You tell me if you see him go up, because you never see him. He's coming down. Oh, my goodness. It's only one guy that I've seen that was able to dunk the ball with this much power and authority. He was in the building last night with the Atlanta Hawks, Dominique Wilkins, and that's the kind of power that Doug Anderson dunks with.
It's a good call by Sports Illustrated. Seth Davis, one of the finer columnists, college basketball writers. He said he hasn't seen a better dunker in college than Doug Anderson since Jason Richardson.
Wow.
Michigan State, but also wore number 23. I think that's high praise.
Yes, it is.
Boy, can he get up. He didn't want to talk about it, though. Doug's not big on talking about dunk contests or anything like that. He just wants to play.
Once again, you see that full court pressure right there, and they're able to force a turnover right now.
Yep. Bad pass by Hicks.
And, Detroit wants to wear this team down. They want to put pressure on both ends of the floor. They're going to run at you offensively, and they're going to pressure your defense. Here you can see is a 2-2-1 zone that they're in right now, zone press, and they're able to force the turnover.
See the turnover margin for Detroit, number 5 in the country, and now a +6. Ray McCallum said he was really unhappy with the handful of turnovers they had against Wichita State. He said, Ray, remember your first year? 17 turnovers was a good night when you were 7-23.
Doug's a little upset on that play. He went up high to try to throw that down. He did everything but make it go in the basket that time.
Anderson in the passing lanes again. Here they come. Anderson, whoa!
Well, I'll tell you one thing. He's not going to disappoint this crowd on senior night.
Duncan Doug Anderson. Man alive. Just like that, the Titans are up by 6. Loyola trying to slow it down. Anderson wanted another swipe.
Like sharks in this 2-2-1.
You just see the youth of Loyola. You're going to get that with freshmen and sophomores playing. Turk will try a 3. Minarat cleans for Detroit. 5:15 left to go, first half. Titans by 6. Bruinsmo T1 up. Bingo!
I tell you, Bruinsman's having a wonderful year this year. His confidence has grown. Each year you see him get a little bit better. And he knocks down those outside shots. You can't afford to leave him open. He complements the rest of these guys in their offense.
28 games for Evan this year, 12 threes. He's hit 2 tonight. Another swipe from behind. It's McCallum. He's got Anderson on the left. Where do you think it's going? Ray's going to take it himself. And Carter.
McDonald's All-American coming here, recruited by tons of schools all over the country, and chose to come play for his father. And he's making the best out of it here at the University of Detroit Mercy.
Maybe a first. They could be retiring Rashad's number 3 and Ray's number 3. I want to wear that number again. I have a good hunch about that one. There's a swipe. Jermaine Lippert into the game. They transfer.
Got happy
Sheridan
feet.
Community College in Wyoming. Getting an opportunity to play, but he got that basketball and he was excited.
Yeah.
Watch this.
Step right in front. He forgot to put it down.
He wanted to start that break.
He took off like a running back with that ball.
Or 20 left to go here first half. Detroit by 11. And Bill Clark, one of the walk-ons, again just Porter Moser said he's only going to play about 7 or 8 guys tonight. White on the back door. Ramblers are ice cold. They can't buy a hoop right now. Minarak left it short, and Turk boards for the Ramblers. You're Loyola, what do you do?
Well, you continue to keep playing hard basketball and try to stay in the game. They've been motivated to stay in it, but Detroit's threatening with the pressure that they're putting on them. But they got to continue to take smart shots, move the ball around, and not turn it over.
They really have kept Christian Thomas at bay. Their leading active scorer. Just as I say that, he gets free for a deuce.
Those are the kind of opportunities they need, the easy shots, and not try to get out of this running game with Detroit. They want to stay in this game.
6 for Thomas on 3 of 4 shooting. A little Lippert in the post here. Bruinsman's hit 2. Weak side board for Jordan Hicks. Jesuit jam, as we used to call it when these two teams get together. Detroit and Loyola here tonight. Detroit's defense is so good, just seemed like they're everywhere.
And they're all over the floor defensively, and you see different looks every time down. You'll see a 2-2-1 press and power. And I think that's what get everybody going. And he goes up. I mean, I'm surprised he hasn't thrown a backboard down as hard as he throws it down.
Played at Wichita State, lost to a very good Shockers team in the bracket buster on Saturday. After the game there, Coach Greg Marshall said UDM is the type of team you'll see in the NCAA tournament. You agree with that?
Yeah, I think they got an excellent showing. Hopefully they can get a better draw if they get to the tournament this year than getting Kansas like they did last year. That was a tough. See them make a little bit of noise in the tournament. They definitely got a team that would be exciting to watch in the NCAA tournament.
Turk got free with a shot clock at 14, and again, empty possession for the Ramblers. Ron Howard Jr. back in the game with Ray McCallum, Doug Anderson, Evan Bruinsman, Jason Cleese starting 5 for Detroit. I should say Howard out there. But he has started every game but 1 this year. Now 2 including tonight. Anderson to the baseline, got to the rim. Couldn't get the bounce.
That was a great move, getting there, everything but putting the ball down in the basket.
Approaching the 2-minute mark here in the first half. With Detroit up by 9 on the Ramblers of Loyola. Leary's had the hot hand at times tonight. Hicks to the baseline. And he took an extra step. Everybody in the gym and Jamie Lucky saw that one.
Well, here's a great move. Beat him on the baseline, spins inside, but there's that little shuffle of the feet right there, and cost him a bucket.
Turnover epidemic right now for Loyola. That is 11. For Detroit's 2.
That's the difference in the ball game right now.
Titans put up 75 in their win at the Gentile January 26th at Loyola. And the difference in that game, too, is turnovers late. Coley Payne, who's not playing tonight, had a handful of those that really cost him. P.J. Boutte, backup point guard from Indianapolis into the game, wearing number 11 for Detroit. He's out there with Ray McCallum. 3-guard look with Cleese. Shot clock down to 7. Ray will hoist a deep 3. Osborne clears for Loyola. Turk getting the screen from top. Drive and kick, good decision. Hicks for 3.
Once again, Loyola's hanging right around the game here. They're not going to quit. They're not going to give up. You got 2 guys transferring in from junior college has made some major contributions for the University of Detroit Mercy.
And that's the thing when you're recruiting, and you're Ray McCallum now in year 5, but it started certainly locally when he got his son here, but going to JC ranks really has helped get some very good players here to Cali.
They brought in a lot of good players, and that's what made this program rise to the top. Ray coming in here with his son, that was a key piece, and Carlos Briggs was a major recruiter for him and brought good players here.
Oh, Doug Anderson went baseline. A special move, delicious to the rim, in 1. Man, oh man.
One step, good up fake. He's able to get to the basket and throw it down with authority, even with a guy hanging on his shoulder. That's showing some power right there. All over him, hanging on his back, he still managed to throw the ball down. How tall is that guy?
Nick Osborne, 6'8", trying to guard a 6'6" Doug Anderson, but you'd think it was flip-flop. It's senior night, Earl, but for Nick Osborne, it's poster night. And he completes the 3-point play with the free throw. Troy pushes its lead back up to 9. Again, the Titans points in the paint. We talk about not having Eli Holman anymore, a post guy, but they still a lot of their buckets inside.
Well, they do it off penetration, drives and dish, and getting to the basket, beating people off the dribble. So they're still managing to get those inside points.
I think you know this too, Earl, from when you played. The game has changed now. There's not as much set shooting from the perimeter.
No, it's definitely it's a different type of game now. You got better athletes, and more athletes than what we had. Each team always had good post-up players. Now you see your post-up players able to put the ball down and make things happen. Titans
go zone here. Little junk defense, 10 to shoot for Loyola. They finally recognize it.
Detroit's in a zone defense.
Yep. Thomas going to elevate. It's a tough shot. Hicks active inside, but did he bump and foul Minerath? I'm going to say it's on Nick.
Looked as if they both were going for the basketball. See this rebound coming off here. Look, both guys are going for the rebound. It don't look like that foul should have been on him.
They're going to bring NJ into the game for the last 9.2 and sit Nick Minerath, which is a good idea. He has just 1 foul. Final shot time for Loyola. White got to the rim. NJ said no. Big swat from Njoku.
NJ, this is one of his strengths in junior college. He was a big-time shot blocker, and you like to see him do more of this, protect that basket down there, let guys score. And he's showing his ability to block shots.
Interesting to see what Detroit does defensively here. They do have 2 fouls to give. They're going to let O'Leary shoot, and that's the half. Good contest by over 80 again. That would be the 16th time this year. If they can get over 85, that would be the 9th time. So this team just continues to score. You see Ray McCallum talking to his guys as they get ready for the second half. But the seniors are leading the way again tonight. For Detroit, Minerath 11, Anderson 10, and McCallum and Bruinsma, the youngsters, you want to call it that, with 8. And I know Jordan Hicks has had a good night too with 9. That's a 5th-year senior for Loyola.
Yeah, well, they're hanging in the game. Loyola by no means is out of this basketball game. They're hanging around, and Detroit's got to come out with the same type of intensity they had in the first half if they want to come up victorious here tonight.
Well, the reason Loyola hanging in this game, 6 out of 10 from 3. Think they'll shoot more threes in the second half? Might as well.
Well, I'm sure they want to be patient offensively and try to burn as much clock as they can and get this game slowed down to a pace where they can stay in it.
Ramblers will have the ball to start the second half here at Dick Vitale Court at Callahan Hall. Jordan Hicks for the basketball. Titans played all man except for the last possession of zone. They go backdoor to Hicks, got free, and Bruinsma fouled him.
Defensively, you got to see both man and ball, and they threaded the needle on that pass and was able to get it inside. You can see right here, Bruinsma lose sight of the ball. That was a real good pass, though, that he got inside to him and fumbled the basketball and wasn't able to score.
Now the freshman Jeff Kiki White, 5 assists, 2 turnovers, didn't score in 16 minutes in the first half, but Earl, you know this, asking a freshman guard to score on the road, just pass and get your guys involved, and he's done that the first 21 minutes here.
Well, he's only took 8 threes on the year. I think it's something like the 8 to 10 threes, and then he's knocked down over half of those, so he's capable of doing it.
McCallum, Minerath, Caliste, Anderson, and Bruinsma, the 5 on the floor to start the second half. Or Ray McCallum, the coach. The Sun finds Bruins in the corner. Well, it looks like they're kind of in a matchup zone a little bit. Minrath got to the baseline. That's just too easy. Oh, man, he is special.
Well, he's done a great job of working on his mid-range game. And, you know, too many guys have a good mid-range game, but he's able to knock down those 8 to 10 footers.
Talk to George David, who's in the building tonight, Pistons assistant GM. They've taken a look at Nick Minrath at 6'9". Got an NBA bottom. He's getting inside with Christian Thomas and scoring for Loyola. Again, if you're the Ramblers, you want to trade buckets. Minrath had it poked away by Thomas and out of bounds, and it will stay with Detroit. Let's look at that last bucket.
Yeah, you can see here Jason eyeing it out, beats him on the baseline. That's a tough shot right there. You stop on a dime, and you got an 8-foot shot from right there, but he did it. It's a degree of difficulty to make that shot. 7
20-point games this year for Nick Minrath, 2 of them over 30. He is well on his way to another 20-point game tonight with 13. Lee Scott free, Minrath at the foul line. All purple and gold under the goal for Loyola. They got the rebound. Nobody picked up White. He went baseline.
You know, the smart thing he did was keep his dribble alive down there. He didn't stop.
Oh, Doug Anderson over the rim nearly had it. McCallum tried to tip. No. Man, does he get up. A 5-point game. Now White's open. Oh, that would have been big. Bruins more rebounds for UDM. Shot clock at 20. McCallum finds Minrath on the baseline. Had a block from behind. It stays with Detroit. Shot clock approaching 10. McCallum. Anderson. And a foul. Well, Porter Moser's got to be livid. His guys did not block out. Played 35 seconds of great defense.
Yeah, Porter talks about Devin's defense. He says he's a great offensive player, but by being a freshman, he doesn't have a clue how to play defense. So he wants to play it really bad, but he's trying to figure out how to guard people right now. And I think this guy's going to be something to watch in the next couple years.
Yep. When you talk about learning on the job for some of these freshmen that probably weren't expected to play a lot. They're the 6th youngest team in the country. They had 4 point guards at the start of the year. They're down to 1. And now you're playing Detroit on senior day.
They're definitely getting experience early in their careers.
Yep. So Anderson got them both, and it's back up to a 7-point lead. Ray McCallum talking to his guys. Kind of ironic, Porter Moser came over from St. Louis. The old coach, Jim Weitzel, was let go 2 years ago. He's now an assistant at St. Louis. He switched chairs.
Funny how it works out.
Yep. White breaking some pressure, got it inside. Turk able to elevate, but Anderson was there. Porter Moser said that's a freshman right there. Nice screen and roll to Minrath, and a block by Hicks. When you think Loyola's dead in this game, they're hanging around. Nice reverse by Jordan Hicks. He is 13. It's a 5-point game, Earl.
I'll tell you, coaching has got a whole lot to do with this here. This team is the face of their coach. Their coach is over here screaming out. All Cata's over here, and they're listening and paying attention and doing exactly what he wants them to do.
Ray McCallum told me yesterday, you have to have good decision-making against a team like Loyola, and lately, as you've seen some of these wobbly passes, he's right. Watch this. Hicks making plays on both ends.
Wow, that was a great block. You know, Minrath doing the right thing, though, going up strong, and you can see at the other end, they're able to get inside and get the easy layups. And those are the type of shots that Loyola want to get close to the basket. No long shots, so they won't lead to transition buckets.
Shot clock at 10 for McCallum. Started by the bigger Hicks. Anderson on a force. Couldn't get the roll. Ramblers down by 5, have the basketball. Hicks gonna run to a 3. Chrisman tries to tip. It's cleared out of there by Ray McCallum.
Well, the tempo's definitely slowed down for Detroit here, and they got to get back to that up-tempo game.
At least missing on a 3, and Thomas has the rebound. Approaching the 16-minute mark. Thomas got free inside, made the catch, missed the shot. It was tipped off of Anderson. It will stay with Loyola. So on senior night, Nick Minerath leading the way. Every time he comes down on that leg that he's going to get hurt again. That's a foul for him.
Nick's had a tough career. It's been an up and down career for him, but it's good to see him going out the way he's going out here at Detroit.
Leary missing on a 3. Juwan Howard Jr. back into the game. Sore hip and all from the other day. Told me he was close to 100%. He's out there with Bruins, McCallum, and Doug Anderson. Looking for the lob to Doug. Baseline. He got bumped and fouled. Pushed by Christian Thomas. That's a play that, boy, is so difficult to defend, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, Ray's always looking at penetration. And Doug is always around the baseline. You can see right there, all eyes on him. A little bit under the basket that time, but that's a play that they can complete, and they have done it before.
You wore 23. Did you ever hit your head on the backboard?
I was jumping pretty high, but not high as Doug Anderson.
You had the high socks.
Short shorts.
That's right. Kiki White got inside, tripped. And they're going to whistle a foul, says Patrick Adams, on Doug Anderson. White was able to get by Ray McCallum.
Oh, this is his game. Quick move to the basket that time. He's able to get inside and penetrate, and that's what he does best, and fell down on the way to the basket. Detroit
just 1 for 9 to start this second half. One of the reasons why Loyola is down just 5. Now Derry with Earl Cureton and Shannon Hogan from Callahan Hall on a snowy Tuesday night. And Detroit a game back of Valpo with 2 to go in conference. They have no problem Earl going to Valpo again if they have to win like they did last year.
Well, they're accustomed to doing it, and they have to go back down there, and that's what they're going to have to do.
Hicks in trouble. Got inside to Thomas. He took 2 or 3 steps. Maybe at the next level they don't call that, but at this level they do. But I tell you, look at Christian Thomas, 6'5". He handles himself quite well amongst the trees.
No, he plays tough. He's a physical player down there. He bumps, he bangs. He gets the job done.
Speaking of getting it done, Ray McCallum on the push. Inside, so strong. He nods his head saying, and one.
Well, that's not giving up on the play that time. He fought for it. First time he drives in to get a good block on the ball. He sticks with it. He goes up strong with the basketball. He's able to get 2 and a chance to make the free throw.
So many guards nowadays are doing more weightlifting. I mean, you look at that body on Ray McCallum, he's just so strong. And again, he'll have 1 more year next year at Detroit. Imagine another offseason of working out. Strength and conditioning coach, as Shannon pointed out at halftime with Joe Toffrey, they do such a great job here.
Well, they got all things that relate to basketball and working the muscles and things that they use in the basketball game, and it's beneficial for them to get in there and get that work in every day.
Ray completes the old-fashioned 3-point play. He's got 11. So 3 now in double figures for Detroit with Minerath, Anderson, and McCallum. And it's back up to an 8-point Detroit lead. Good man defense right now. Nowhere to go for Loyola. White got free for 3 and knocked it home.
Well, like I said, White doesn't take many 3-point shots. I saw him take one early, rim in and out of the basket, but he's an accurate shooter from out there when he does take them.
7th triple of the year for Kiki White. That's it. You called it. Bruinsma got free inside. Nice power dribble. Kalist waits for the traffic to go by. Left it short. 5-point game, Ramblers hanging around. Again, Loyola second to last in the conference, just 4 and 10. Very good in the non-conference at 10 and 4, and then all the injuries came.
A lot of their games have been close. They haven't been blown out by anybody.
Thomas to the rim, and it's a 1-possession game. Christian Thomas. Crew here tonight courtside with us. Great Chuck Fair in the building. Joe Abramson, our statistician. See what Ray has out of the timeout. It's McCallum for a jump shot. Just go to the money man.
Well, that's the take charge guy. You know, he's got to take that role. That's who you want the ball in his hands in this situation.
13 for Ray McCallum, the Horizon League's leading scorer. They trap Kiki White. Jumps out of it. Thomas with a lane. Minerath. Oh, he held his ground. They called a foul. Boy, Thomas kneed Nick right in the solar plexus. Watch this.
Well, you can see Detroit did come out. And guess they talked about defense. He's got good position there, it seems like. Kind of moving into the position, though, and the officials gave him the foul.
I think if he falls down, that's probably going the other way.
You got to sell it a little bit.
Easier said than done when you get kneed in the below the belt, as they say. All right, Thomas hits the first. Another solid night for the sophomore from St. Louis. First recruit of Porter Mosers. He knew him. He was at St. Louis University. Recruited him to go to Loyola right away when he got the job.
Porter Mosers known as being a top recruiter. I mean, in this showing here tonight.
Ray McCallum. Oh, he's stirring the chili now. Back-to-back, step-back jumpers. It's a 6-point game. Boy, is he good. Interesting to see how he does next year without Minerath and Anderson. Certainly Carlton Brundage coming in from Michigan, but they're going to be a smaller team next year. At least out on the perimeter. As Turk misses, Anton Wilson in the game. Grabs the rebound, the freshman from Flint. Anton will be playing more next year. Nice kick out to Khalees. McCallum from Dade. Bang! Back to back to back. Jump shots.
Well, I guess Dad said we need more offense, and Ray responded because he heard what he said. Come out with 3 big buckets here.
18 points, 5 assists, 5 rebounds for Ray McCallum. Just like that, it's up to 9 for Detroit. They want to put Loyola away right now. White got to the 10. Off the bounce, Kiki White with a nice move.
Kiki's got something to say about it.
Yeah, when you get 3 jumpers splashed in your face, back to back to back. Oh, Ray's going to try for a 4, and he misses.
A little off balance on that shot.
White again off the dribble, got to the rim. Open man is O'Leary, feet together for 3, and he splashes home the trifecta. Hey, Matt O'Leary's a good-looking freshman.
They won't go away.
No, they will not. That's 10 for O'Leary. He's hit 2 threes tonight. 4-point game. Horizon League has some very good teams. This is the second to last team in the league. That tells you something about the conference, doesn't it?
You got to compete every night. You're not going anywhere, play anybody in this Horizon League where you're not going to have a ball game. You got to come out and play.
Loyola will really give some teams a nightmare. First round opponent in the Horizon League tournament. I love how they do the tournament tour with the double buys for the top 2 teams. It rewards regular season play, which is what it should be. White at the circle, got inside. Nice pass, poked away by Bruins, out of bounds. It will stay with Loyola. After this time,
basketball, and they got to know when to pass the basketball. He's done a good job of doing that here tonight.
Back to live action. Turk had a 3 blocked. Chrisman got inside, went back up and got fouled. Let's take a look at the tournament schedule in the Horizon League and what to expect coming up. Again, first round play. They play very early. First round games on Tuesday on campus sites. And the tournament will likely be at Valpo unless the Titans can win 2 and the Crusaders can lose 2. Whereas Valparaiso under Bryce Drew hosted the tournament last year. We're home for the finals against the then 3 seed Detroit Titans, and UDM went in there and knocked them off.
That's a huge reward to be able to host the tournament on your home court. But Detroit, have to strap them up and go down there and get the job done.
You ever been to the Arc in Valparaiso, Indiana?
Yes, I have.
Lucky you. It's a high school gym. Bryce Drew's got an excellent program, and they have 2 very good players in Van Wyck and Brokoff. It's a 2-point game, by the way. Titans with the ball, McCallum. Anderson rising for the offensive board. Can he find it? It is off of Detroit.
Well, Detroit's, Rays knocked down those 3 shots, but they're relying on the jumper. You see, there's only Loyola's got 8 points in the paint in this second half to Detroit's 2. So they got to look to try to get that ball inside and get some easy opportunities going.
And McCallum's taking the jacket off. Just the shirt and tie now in a 2-point game. We're nearly halfway through this second half. Wilson guarding Hicks. The one-on-one to the baseline. Nice feed, opposite block, and a foul. Nick Osborne, the freshman, with a basket cut. I guess now they're not freshmen anymore. They play this amount of games, 29 games.
They're growing up really fast, right in front of your eyes. And the night's a big night for them.
Evan Bruinsmo will check in for Detroit. Wilson will come out. Again, the Titans 12-2 here at home. Loyola's dropped 2 in a row, 6 of 7, and 3 in a row on the road. Turk got inside. Police with a good hand. So when it's up in the sky, you know who's coming down with it, number 23. Anderson going to put it on the deck. Spin. Nice block by Osborne. Wow.
Great defense that time by Valpo.
Under 10 to go. Loyola with a 3 would take the lead. We got a whistle and a foul away from the ball. It will go against Nick Minorak.
Well, here's a strong move here with Doug Anderson getting to the basket, but great defense that time by Osborne. Was able to block the shot. Clean block.
You didn't get into the arm, huh? It was close.
Officials right on top of that.
Hey, it was clean according to these officials. These guys do a good job. MJ Njoku back in, wearing number 15. He'll guard the interior off the inbounds. They go to Turk for the lead. Loyola. Devin Turk again from deep. His 4th triple of the night. He's got 12.
He's got a quick release, great follow through, and it doesn't take much time for him to get that shot off.
42% from 3, 10 points against Kent State on Saturday.
Missed assignment coming off the offensive dump in right there and got a wide open look.
First lead since it was 28-27 in the first half. Big possession right here, Mr. Curidan. Weave on the outside, they'll find Kalist. Answering for 3, can't get it to go. MJ on the floor for Detroit. And it will stay with the Titans. Loyola, it's almost like they've got 7 defenders on the floor against 5.
Well, they're forcing them into the inside shots. They're cutting the middle off and not giving Detroit those easy opportunities. I talked about that earlier. You don't have that post-up player, and you got to settle and take those jump shots. It can be good, and it can be bad.
Detroit averaging just under 80 a game. They're stuck on 56 right now. McCallum going to go one-on-one. Broke Osborne's ankles, got to the rim and got fouled. Boy, what a crossover by Ray. He'll shoot 2.
Well, great things happen when you do get to the basket. You know, it's an opportunity for second chance shots, opportunity to get fouled, a whole lot of things. You can see that good crossover right there. Frozen, got to the basket, and there's, Doug Anderson to clean it up, if the foul wasn't called. So it's more opportunities when you're attacking.
Full discussion in front of us. Porter Moser with the official Jeb Hartness. They're discussing that last call, but Hartness told him, look, Osborne was not straight up. And Nick will have to come out of the game.
I think Coach wants to get into this game himself.
Oh, my goodness.
He's done everything from his sideline besides go out there and take a shot.
You see it, leading scorer in the league, right on 19, and now he's over 20 for Ray McCallum. 16, 20-plus scoring games now.
And Detroit's got to get it done defensively here. They need stops.
Back to a 1-point Titan lead with 8:35 to go. O'Leary's had a good night, so is Hicks. Goes to the baseline. And with a foul on the opposite side, Doug Anderson on a hold. And all of a sudden, they let him play a lot in the first half. I think Coach Moser's will chat with the referees worked on that possession.
Well, he's working them.
That's 17 fouls on Detroit, so we'll shoot a 1-and-1 as you see the replay right there. The foul was on the other side.
Well, this is big. You got him in the penalty already.
So Hicks at the lines is 60% free throw shooter. And he got it. We're tied at 58. Again, Loyola, they have just 3 team fouls.
Definitely going to be a ball game here.
Hicks has gone double his average. The Ramblers lead by 1. The guys from Chicago coming in on a snowy night in Detroit and giving the Titans all they can handle. Elise caught in the corner, 15 to shoot. Elise gets a screen. Goes to the money man McCallum. Nice pass to Bruinsma. Got bumped on the three. Rattles no, but he'll shoot three.
That's definitely a freshman mistake there. You know, forced him into taking a long shot from out there. There's the pass. Good look, but he bumps him right at the last minute and gives him opportunity to shoot 3 free throws.
Wow. That's a bad foul.
Yeah, Devon's intentions was good. He wanted to get out there and challenge the shot and get a hand up on him, but, you know, got too much body on him.
Bruinsma misses the first. I want to remind you, the Horizon League Men's Basketball Championship does start Tuesday, March 5th. Titans looking to repeat, get back to the NCAA tournament, follow UDM. They're seeding at DetroitTitans.com and be a part of March Madness in the D. Bruinsma hit 2 threes in the first half, and maybe that was one of the reasons why Turk Earl ran at him like that.
Well, yeah, coach's his instructions is to make sure you challenge the shots and get a hand up on the shooter, but just a little too much aggressiveness right there. Get that hand up, but don't make contact.
Bruinsma starting for Juwan Howard Jr. tonight, who is playing despite the sore hip. Goes just 1 for 3 from the line. Turk got around the screen, got caught, threw it away to Bruinsma. Titans will run. Caliste will run it down in the front court. Cross-court pass. Minarat. Bang!
So many weapons for Detroit.
When in doubt, back to live action here at Callahan Hall. Kristen Thomas with a bucket off the backboard makes it 62-61 Detroit. 7 minutes to go. Ray McCallum to the baseline. He rolled it in and a foul.
Man, great move that time by Ray. Good body control, getting to the basket. Was able to get in there and draw the foul. That was just a great move. That's all athleticism there.
Man, oh man, can Ray McCallum score? That time got to the baseline. They had to sit out, transferring junior college transfers. Getting an opportunity now. They've got the experience to win close games like this. So does this guy at the free throw line, Ray McCallum, but again, the jinx job. Yours truly as he misses the free throw.
He works on them hard, but there's still room for improvement for Ray at the free throw line.
And McCallum is 71% free throw shooter. You want your point guard around 80%, don't you?
Exactly.
McCallum, Anderson, Caliste, Bruinsma, and Minarat playing defense in white for Detroit. Shot clock at 12 for Thomas. Battle under the boards, and Minarat comes out, and then he throws the basketball away. Talking about senior acumen, and then a poor decision right there. They're letting White shoot. He'll score. Jeff Kiki White with 9. They've dared him to shoot all night, and he's made him pay.
His confidence is definitely growing in this game. He's not taking a lot of them, but the ones he's taken have been really productive for him.
His father, Charles, was a 1,000-point scorer at Bradley. There's 6 to go. 1-point game.
Ooh.
That 3 rims out for Minarat. Loose ball. Hicks has it. White with a nice feed for O'Leary. No looks inside to Hicks. Lays it up with the left and a foul. Wow.
Well, the one thing Loyola is really doing here, they're looking to attack the basket. You can see the outlet pass, the cutter coming straight to the basket, and they're coming right at the Titans. They got to get back, and they got to defend.
Here's a kid, Jordan Hicks, that has lost plenty of games to Detroit. He wants this one tonight, his final trip here to Callahan Hall, the 5th-year senior. The old-fashioned 3-point play. 1, 2, 3. It's a 2-point Rambler lead. Titans have won the last 9 in this series. Everything's 1-4 now with McCallum. Ray hanging, missing. Thomas boards.
Ray gave him every fake, every shake, everything he could give him, but held his ground that time and played solid defense.
And 18 fouls on Detroit, 6 on Loyola. Hicks to the baseline. Nice pass inside to Thomas. 2-time by Anderson and Bruinsma foul. And they'll get Doug Anderson for the swipe. Let's see if that's a good call.
And once again, not selling for any outside shots. Everything you see is going at the basket. They're giving themselves the opportunities to get to the free throw line and to get offensive rebounds.
That's 4 fouls on Anderson. It's really the first guy we're highlighting that is in foul trouble. Christian Thomas will shot put the free throw off the front of the iron.
Yeah, Christian Thomas listed at about 6'6". He doesn't seem to be that tall, but he plays like he's 6'6", 6'7".
Yeah, there's no way. It's like Jason Maxiell. People saying he's 6'8" with the Pistons. No way.
Right.
Thomas splits the pair. It's his 7th double-double of the season. He's got 13 and 10. Titans down by 3 at home. Least off the bounce. He's bumped and fouled by Thomas.
And that's what the Titans need to do. They got to attack the basket just like Loyola. They got to get in there and get themselves some opportunities to get some easy shots.
So we've got a 1-and-1. That's a 17 foul on Loyola. So Caliste will shoot 1+.
Look at this routine. You know, we talk about this every game.
Yep.
It's a foot away from the free throw line, 3 times behind the back, shoulder shrug.
His first free throw attempt of the night. Earl, he came in with 139, second on the team, and he's not been able to get to that free throw line where he's made a living this year.
Right, he likes the contact. He likes to get in there. So it's late in the game. I'm sure you're going to look for him to attack the basket and get there.
Split the pair. It's a 2-point game. Again, Detroit 2 wins away from 20 on the year. Trying to lock this one up here tonight. Right now, they're down. Give Loyola credit. They have come in here and they've played very inspired basketball. Chrisman with 12 to shoot, playing with that broken hand on his left. O'Leary. Kick out. Open man is White to the baseline. Good decision. Can he make the shot? Yes. Boy, freshman growing up before our eyes tonight is number 23 in the purple and gold.
Poise and confidence that time.
It's a 4-point game. 4 minutes to go. This is what Detroit did against Loyola back in January. Everything was one-on-one. They won the game that way. Near carry by Caliste, 15 to shoot. Minerath on a back down. Tough shot. He got it. Boy, oh boy.
Well, defense is the key right here for the Titans. They got to find a way to get stops.
18 for Big Nick, 6th in the conference in scoring, 15 a game. He's 3 over that. 2-point game, Loyola. Loses the ball, Caliste, grabbed by O'Leary, they don't call anything. Caliste going to take it in, he'll shoot 2. So 3:25 to go. Ramblers are a +9 on the glass, too. Something you don't usually see against the Ray McCallum coach team. 33-24 on the backboards. As Jason Caliste is at the free throw line. Both teams in the bonus. First one for Jason rattles in. And a tough night for him. Just 1 out of 9 from the field. He's missed all 6 3-point shots. And here's his routine.
He's got it down to a science here. It's a lot going on there.
We're top. Buckle up, 3:25 to go.
Well, here's that 2-2-1 press again.
Break the pressure. And White will hold. Titans go back into a 2-3 zone. Juwan Howard is checked back into the game for Detroit. Ramblers are going to have to make an outside shot or 2 if they're going to win this game. The Titans sit in that zone. We're so long, too, as the shot clock's at 8. Kiki White, the driving kick. Hicks will tee it up. Oh, he got fouled shooting. He'll get 3 free throws as Ray McCallum hit him on the head.
It's opportunity after all of that good defense out there. You play solid defense, you know, for the whole shot clock right here. And Ray's trying to be a little bit too aggressive out there. You got to be careful around that 3-point line. You don't want to allow to give them free opportunities from the free throw line.
Again, his mom Carla has been battling cancer for 5 years. Talked to Jordan before the game. What a great kid. She's fighting hard. You know, every game he thinks about her.
There's no question. That's a tough thing to go through, especially when a basketball season is going on and your concentration level's got to be on basketball. There's nothing more important than having your mom there.
Makes the first, misses the second. He'll get one more. It's now 10 team fouls on Detroit, so anytime Loyola's hacked, they'll shoot 2. Bonus plus on the screen. Boys in the truck. Jason and Pat, best in the business. 20 to shoot for Detroit. Loyola's in man. Juwan Howard Jr. The least with 13. Puts it on the deck, cross court, dangerous. Bruinsma, nice save to Howard. He'll force. Bruinsma over the back. That's a foul. We'll go to the other end. Matt O'Leary will shoot 2 shots. Probably not the shot they wanted there, Earl. Juwan Howard Jr. fadeaway.
Well, hasn't had a lot of opportunities on the floor tonight, too. Injury hasn't been out there, kind of cold, but that was a great save by Bruinsma. He tried to save the day on it. A great play. If he would have completed that, it would have been great.
It's 4 fouls on Bruinsma and 4 on Anderson. There's that save.
Leaps up with one hand and made an accurate pass, too, to get it to him in his hands.
For the freshman Matt O'Leary. Back irons the first. 75% free throw shooter coming in. Loyola on the night. Now 12 for 16.
Well, we definitely have a nail biter here now. 2:18 left.
Look at the home losses Detroit has had. Valpo, the #1 team. Wright State, the #3 team. You'd never think it would be Loyola coming in here and making this a game, but they have. Give them credit. Anderson back in there with a 4-5. Across the lane he goes. Minorat to Anderson. Skies, he scores. And Ray McCallum will call a quick timeout. Titans have 3 remaining. 2:01 to go. It's a 1-point Loyola lead. With Doug Anderson.
So we'll see what defense they're going to be in. Aggressive man-to-man, a zone. They went with the zone last time and committed that foul. It was pretty successful. It looks as if they're going to put full-court pressure on again. Same strategy.
I'm sorry, Earl. Remember, Loyola lost to Youngstown State at the buzzer earlier this year. Lost to Wright State at the buzzer. 5 of their 10 conference losses been by 3 points or less. They go home run ball to Hicks. Thought he was fouled. Bruinsma there. Hicks fighting for it. And it will be saved to McCallum. Wow.
Bruinsma's always hustling. I tell you, he's all over the floor. His motor is strong, both offense and defense are on the boards.
Ray McCallum show now. He'll back it out against Hicks. 1.5 to go. Minorat free. Bingo! It's a trifecta for Nick.
Man, you're talking about a big senior night.
21 points for the senior from the state of Massachusetts. He loves Paul Pierce. Rocket 10 fouls. Loyola has 8. Ramblers have a timeout left. Detroit with 2. They inbound to Thomas. Anderson all over him, and Doug's fouled out. He will run to the other end of the floor, and that'll be it for Doug Anderson.
Looks as if he plays solid defense right here.
Oh, wow.
I mean, that's a tough call right there. I mean, I don't think that, you know, that's kind of ticky-tacky right there, that call they made on Doug.
He's pleading his case to Ray McCallum, but it's to no avail. Right. He has to have a seat.
Well, you got to be careful. Anytime you get in a situation where you got 4 fouls and the end of a ball game and you know you're needed out there, you know, you have to be careful. Just a little bit too aggressive and, you know, foul out of the game. And that's unfortunate, you know, senior last game in here, and hopefully, you know, the Titans will pull this out for him.
So Anderson will leave with 14 points. He'll be replaced by Juwan Howard Jr. 2 shots for Christian Thomas, who tonight at the free throw line is 2 out of 4. He's got 14 points and 10 rebounds. Anderson still saying, I didn't do anything. 2 for Thomas. It's a 1-point game. 1:17 to go. This kid's going to be a star in this league. Just a sophomore. Misses the free throw. Minorat clears for Detroit.
Detroit needs a solid offensive possession right here. The ball's in Ray McCallum's hand. He's in control.
Titans will use a little clock. Porter Moser wants him to trap. 1 minute to go. Shot clock at 15. Police looking for McCallum. Here comes Ray with the ball. Police cross-court skip pass. Juwan Howard Jr. for three. Rims no. Minerath tip no. The rebound controlled by Hicks. 40 seconds to go. Ramblers have a timeout if they want it. They're going to play it out. They're down one. White against Bruinsma on the switch. Chrisman on the drive. Shot clock at 18. Porter Moser says enough of this. Timeout. Wow.
So right now, I mean, they can look to go inside to Thomas, and you got to keep your eyes on Turk.
That's a good call. They called that timeout to get Turk back into the game. Shot clock at 10. Kiki White, the freshman, are on the screen. White with 5 to shoot. White against Minerath. White to the rim. Reverses and scores. 9.2 to go, and Loyola goes up by 1. The freshman, Jeff Kiki White, puts it in reverse. And the Titans must score to win. 9.2 seconds left. What will Ray McCallum call up?
Was well aware of that too. That's why the rest of the Titans have got to be ready. I wouldn't be surprised to see him, get double teamed when he catches that basketball. They want to keep it out of his hands. They want to force somebody else to take this shot right here.
Interesting. Loyola will show a little bit of full court press. They get it to Caliste. 5 seconds to go. Caliste with the basketball. Jason into the lane to the rim. Scoop. He got it. He got it. He got it. With 0.3 seconds to go. A hoist at the end. Forget it.